And Stewart, good guy, you want to fly here at Madden. These guys are special. Is that the term you're coming up with? That's cool. So goes like a tempted Orange Cassidy. Wait a second, Cassidy. From the body. Taking a seat next to the Rizzler. Allegedly, or rumored to be excited. Chocolate cookie. Because now Orange Cassidy. OC, this guy can fly or do something like that. Oh, Valkyrie. Kind of cheating. Intervenes and driving down Orange, and the cover is made 1, 2. Cassidy able to kick out. That is a lot of damage by the big short guy. Yeah, man, you're transmitting in the NFL offensive line and big and strong. That's about the Jags. I got that house there. Sorry, I said by the Jags, but drafted by the Houston Texans. It's a big football. Well, no, you're a Jags fan. We all hate the Texans. Okay, so then Nate and Madden coming in. Yeah, I think I'm having my own captain on this moment. They typically be MM, XM, yes, and then that's the face. This is in LA. This is what happens. These people in LA. This is not in case they leak each other's mouths. I've seen it in the streets on Claiborne and the other street. Name another street. The one in Hollywood with all the flows. Oh, we will. That's the one. How they lick each other's face like that? Yeah, look at Rodeo Jones. Rodeo Jones. I saw a woman licking a man's teeth off Rodeo. Are you serious? Yeah, it happened last night. I was over there for the dress. So, abdominal stretch right now here by Johnny TV. Listen, Johnny TV is a top-notch athlete. Always been, always has been, absolutely. I know he's into all this, and Johnny learned Tyler, I get it. But, hey, the guy goes big right hand for Big Boom AJ, but Mark Briscoe shot of his own, and Orange Cassidy desperately needs to make this tag, but Johnny TV, oh, wait a second. Maybe over leverage, lost his grip on Orange. And so that's a flip, yeah. Look like Blake Jones over here. Trying to get to that corner. It is Orange Cassidy to make a tag to Briscoe. And the tag is made that time. Potentially there's some red neck kung fu. Courtesy of Mark Briscoe. Sussex County Jones right here, a little. Mansoor with the waist lock with the boots into the face. Johnny TV, Nancy Gary connects on Mansoor. He's loaded with the kung fu is Briscoe. Loaded. Johnny TV, double axe handle. Shoulder blades. Oh, but here comes Briscoe, the high boot. The face of Mason Madden. Briscoe with that kung fu trainer wearing the world famous dojos of Millsburg, Delaware. And Briscoe strikes Johnny TV getting blasted. How do you not love that Briscoe? Look what he's doing. Perpetual motion on the outside, celebrating from the Big Boom family. Briscoe now returning TV. Where's the family? Where's my family? Loving the luxury box. Yeah, that's a joke. She bought it. That's Mason. Oh, what a choke slam off the top rope. Big power. Big power there. I can do so many things. Johnny TV. Yeah, Johnny TV's got to do a lot from up top, and I think that's where he's going. Yes. Good one, as he calls it, the Superstation. The cover made. The pin. No, Briscoe able to kick out. I like the name Superstation. I get it. This is big justice. On tenterhooks. Hey, Rizzler gave out the pro. Yeah. Got a little hot. Getting fired up. Fans, wow, less than almost 10 minutes now. Yep. You can join us for Revolution at the top of the hour on Prime Video. Your traditional cable and satellite providers, Triller TV, PBB.com, YouTube.com, and Dave and Buster's locations nationwide and internationally. Prime Video, YouTube, PBB.com, Main Event, Triller TV, and Dropkick there by Mark Briscoe. Wait a second, Big Justice on the corner. I don't see Orange Cassidy anywhere. Excuse me, Big Bull AJ, Big Justice, trying to lead the champion down. Only applies to 2 people in this building, but nonetheless, Big Bull AJ. Bringing the boom here in LA, Tony.
Bringing the boom, big time, Costco hammers.
This man's sword. Big blows. And the crowd. MXM stacked up in the corner. Big Boom AJ, the splash. He gets a big man. He can move too. Right hand to the jaw of Johnny TV. Stacked up here. And here comes AJ. Johnny TV onto his stomach, turned him inside out. Johnny TV went flying. And all turned around. Mansoor coming in and the side solo or side belly suplex, kind of traditional top rope suplex. AJ looking sharp for a guy that troubled just a few months ago had that broken ankle. Big Mac. Look, it's like the bully stack. The bully stack out. Well, they're choked out right now. The bully stack. The room is dead. Not reset. No. Fight it up. Fight up, AJ. Taz. Yes. The boom. The boom. It's not dead. It will never die. Really?
Yeah, the ruthless Big Justice over here leading the cheers, and here he comes back.
Yes. The power slam on 2. Oh. Mason Madden able to kick out. And I think MXM and Johnny TV, Tony, they may have underestimated the competition here tonight.
There's no question they did. And now you see Big Justice standing up. Never underestimate your opponent, Taz. I know you never did.
AJ could be looking for that big power boom. But oh, the chop block on that previously busted leg. Johnny TV.
Oh, the sight of a beautiful lady gets your attention.
Well, like I said, we're going back to Rodeo, baby.
Oh, God, the lick each other's face.
Lick the teeth, lick the mouth, put your tongue in our nostril, for God's sakes. What are we doing here? That's Harley Cameron. Harley Cameron on the ground. Whoa. Harley Cameron sending Ty into the barricade. Ty feeling the wrath. As Big Boom AJ inside the ring, the power. Boom!
Oh, Johnny rolled out.
He rolled out quick.
Watch from behind. Ooh! Can't celebrate.
And Mansoor, the thrust kick. That's the problem with these multi-man matches, Tony. You take your eyes off of one of the other 2 men on the opposition. You leave yourself open. Oh, wait a minute. Big Justice. Don't get rid of that. Can you get in the ring? Don't do that. What's he doing? Where's the Big Justice? What in the world is Big Justice doing? She wants to do a power bomb. Justice with a big power bomb. And look at the fans. What a crazy. Ref never saw it.
This is wonderful.
You've got to get the people what they want. Damn right. Here's what Joe's watching on with the shades. Welcome his brother. Locked out. Keep it going, AJ.
Big Justice is out of the ring, kid. Somebody get back in the ring.
No, don't do this, man. You can't. Briscoe.
Bring them Kung Fu to the rescue.
The orange punch. And now, a triple power. Boom. Orange kick. 1, 2, 3. run-ins with Tyler Valkyrie and Deanna Bravo over the last few weeks, but tonight, helping keep things fair and square for Orange Cassidy. And there's on Frisco, and around it, big Boom AJ, out of the boss.
Yeah, the great thing, guys, the excitement is just beginning. Just beginning.
We're just coming down the ramp here, but not seen it on camera yet, but this might not be good for these 3 minutes of the ring. Wait a second, we saw this last night on Collision, Tony. The Murder Machines, Brian Cage and Lance Archer. I think Brian Cage was actually good today. Someone's gonna show some stuff here. Marching to the ring. Want to bend up in the rafters to get that jersey with a spine buster on Mason Madden. Yeah, Hobbs is truly a powerhouse, and
Magic Johnson Hobbs, baby.
Exactly. Earl Hawk and Brian Cage did one part of that. How is this now? What's going on here? Adam Devine, Tony Caballero from the Righteous Gemstones now. Oh my God, wait a second! Double choke slam! What is going on? We're completely unglued here. Everyone's a wrestler. We're not even at Revolution coming in just 5 minutes on pay-per-view. You can join us on the Prime Video. It's a Revolution here, is what it is, Excalibur. I'm a little angry. I don't know what's going on. I was entertaining as hell. I know how much.
Absolutely, man. You damn right it is. I'm loving this. This is a great way to set the stage for what we got tonight.
I like it. It's like a Barbie Oppenheimer thing. They just play a different song. But Revolution less than 5 minutes away, top of the hour, live on pay-per-view, Prime Video. Your traditional cable and satellite providers, Triller TV, YouTube, DVD.com, nationwide at your local Dave & Buster's locations internationally. You can join us on Triller TV, YouTube, DVD.com, main event, as well as Prime Video. There you see the QR code, scan it at the bottom of your screen, and join us in just a few moments for Revolution, where we will see a watch match of epic proportions. MJF, Hangman Adam Page, one-on-one tonight. Revolution, live on pay-per-view. Let's take a look at how we got here.
You are looking at the youngest and best rising star in professional wrestling today. Maxwell Jacob Friedman, you are an opportunist, a selfish coward. You came walking to this company with all the buzz and propaganda in the world. You were the golden boy, the chosen one. You know what I came in with? A star and a lunch. I walk better than you, I talk better than you, I am better than you. You have spent 5 years cheating, scheming your way to the top. You name one thing that you do better than me, Hank, man. I know what is right. I am real. You want to talk about buckshots? I got a bullet with a name on it, and it reads, Adrian! Adrian! You're a shoot cowboy! I watched all these hypocrites and changing cowboys to fight a faker, a phony, a pretender. Well, I'm not a chair. You're one of the generation that got to watch the best to ever do it. And people chose him. I hate that when a little bitch spits in my face. I earned everything. The tag team titles, the world championship, and a family. Through all of this, everybody loves Hangman Adam Page. After everything you've done, do you love you? He never would have had it any other way. If your career ended tonight, what would they say about you? I guess now is the part where we find out who's actually real. after all you want. I got no problem being the bad guy.
Holy snow for Daniel. You decided to poke and then prod the devil.
Your boy, the gutless coward!
There is so much vitriol between MJF and Hangman Adam Page.
You got me when to prove a point to your shitty little Mark fan club. You people love when your precious cowboy earns things.
Stop. Let me prove my point, he screamed. This was completely deranged. MJF dragged out of Sacramento earlier tonight. It took an army to separate him and Hangman Adam Page, but there will be nothing holding these men back as Revolution kicks off with this massive grudge match in just moments, live on pay-per-view. Fans, we will see you on the other side for Revolution. You know what that means? AEW's Revolution is live from the world-famous Crypto.com arena in Los Angeles, California. I'm Excalibur, joined by the human suplex machine, Taz the Ineffable, Tony Schiavone, and the Deborah and Justin Roberts inside the ring, and we are kicking off the action hot here tonight in LA. All business. You gotta admit that, Taz. Yes, yes. Wait a second. Look at the ring and should have been better. What was the purpose of that? It's fine. I'm interrupting. I'm sorry. I think it's smart by MJF. It's manipulation. What do you think? It's mind games, but it's also the actions of perhaps the most deeply insecure person to ever step foot inside a ring. And he's out there trying to catch stars. It's Dr. Karen, Dr. 6 years of the movie Joe. But anyway, MJF, that's insecure, out there, crazy. Went for some dangerous stuff this Wednesday, but the thing is, super successful this event.
Your opening contest is set for football. Currently the ring from Plainview, Long Island, New York. Weight 226 pounds. Maxwell, Jacob, Freeman,
insecurity, at least with regard to Hangman. Why do you cheer? Meaning the people. Why do you cheer for Hangman Adam Page with Blue Me? It's because Hangman Adam Page, he's sincere. He's believable. He's not a conniving manipulator like MJF.
There's a litany of things why fans boo MJF. But we're looking at two former world champions. One out of here, Chamber.
Two former world champions, two foundational pieces of all elite wrestling, two men that represent the future of professional wrestling. Their stories have intertwined throughout the history of AEW, now coming to a head tonight here in Los Angeles.
MJF just trying to call timeout as he's getting lit up with these forearm shivers. By Hangman, they call timeout here, Jeff. You know that.
Now that MJF in the ropes, referee Bryce Remsburg, as much as I hate to say it, making the right call. Trying to pull Hangman.
Guys, talking about connecting history. You're looking at the two men who wrestled in the very first match ever in AEW, and now the very first match in our sixth Revolution.
MJF pulling the referee Bryce Remsburg. Referee never saw the eye gouge.
Spot, clever stuff by MJF.
That was that first match, Tony, that Casino Battle Royale. The winner of that match to become the inaugural AEW World Champion. It was Hangman Adam Page that won that Casino Battle Royale. He faced Chris Jericho at the very first All Out in 2019. That is not the night that Hangman was crowned AEW World Champion. He would have to wait a couple of years for that to happen, but when it did, it was cathartic. As the fans, they breathed a sigh of relief. They were happy. They exalted alongside of Hangman Adam Page. The same could not be said for when MJF won his first AEW World Championship.
That's true, and at your point earlier, that's what drives MJF crazy, is that he can do harm, and Adam Page can do harm, and Adam Page gets love from the fans, and MJF doesn't.
And now Hangman, sleeper is locked in, but MJF.
Great counter, great counter.
Now the cover, barely a one count, and for the amount that we're pointing out that MJF is a despicable human being, he's an incredible professional wrestler. He has become AEW World Champion. He's become the longest reigning AEW World Champion by accident. He has the skills to back it up, and that's the thing, Taz, that's so disappointing about MJF, is that he doesn't need to do this.
I'm not disappointed in MJF. Please, you're speaking for me, ex-Cal. I get your drift. I think he's tremendous. I really do. There's a lot of us. Let's be honest. A lot of people at this desk are.
Oh, you're talking about expansion house next door, right? As MJF sitting Hangman into the rope, swinging a miss by Hangman, but Hangman, nice. They can work on right. A calamitous landing for MJF, but for Hangman Adam Page, but he was still able to survive the pinning predicament from MJF. He's got a bead of blood.
The spine right there. Oh, man. And the high stack up for sure that was it.
Me too.
I thought it was over quick here. And there's no way Hangman's 100% right now.
I'm not sure if that was the blood of MJF or Hangman Adam Page that is over the right eye of Maxwell Jacob Friedman. But at this point, it is irrelevant because MJF.
Look at this shot. That's probably not a good thing to do to Hangman. I don't think that will come up. Yeah, look at the eyes of Hangman now.
Hopefully MJF's going to come.
Main event character, my ass. This is my company.
MJF. And
he's a nice guy. It's the last time you want to get rolling like that. MJF just
there's a headbutt or you spit in his face?
I thought it was a headbutt. Yes, you are correct. I am not correct.
Come to the eye.
Even that is MJF ate all of those blows by Hangman, which I thought had him reeling, but he came right back. Look, that tough jaw. I mean, you can say what you want, but MJF's got a tough jaw over Hangman.
Company, my company.
It's company my ass. You might be right.
He's been from here from day one, as you said, Excalibur. He's been on top. Let's be honest. So is Hangman Adam Page. Yeah. MJF with the fallaway slam. Hangman taking a moment to collect himself, maybe wipe some of that grit, some of the sweat out of his eye. Well, to your point, it's a good moment to reset with that fallaway slam for Hangman to kind of get his act together here. And you still see it on camera, but he kicked up, which shows your opponent not ready to roll. Hangman springing up to his feet, repeated right hands, sending MJF crashing down. And now Hangman flex this leg off the middle rope. MJF got cocky. Took too much snap that time to MJF. He comes back to his opponent. And that's a roll down in front of the back to it. He got nailed.
We have seen what Hangman Adam Page will do in a match. We remember the Swerve Strickland cage match. We remember all of that, which was vile and violent and crazy. So don't get him going.
No, you're right. There's no argument. You don't want to get Hangman going. He can snap to a whole lot of now Hangman, he's got MJF lined up. Could be a buckshot lariat in the future, but yeah, smart move. It definitely smart by MJF to get out of harm's way from the buckshot, but I don't know if he was able to stand up. For the most part, he was in the ring. Leather on the bottom of Hangman Adam Page's boot, once again connecting with the jaw of MJF.
If this thing goes to the floor, which it seems it's going to, guys, watch out.
We know how dangerous Hangman can be in a Texas death match. It can be plenty dangerous in a traditional one-on-one match.
Oh.
Very impressive or down the side for Hangman. Seen him do that before. It's a super dangerous maneuver. It's so impressive by Hangman.
Good job getting MJF back in the ring.
Oh boy. He wants to line up that buckshot, guys. Yeah. Hangman perched on the verge of the buckshot lariat. Springs it. MJF.
Smart again, MJF. Two defensive moves rolling out of the ring, and then just twisting out of the way that buckshot lariat.
Now Hangman charging. Brother elevated. And big time water wheel drop there by MJF. He's got Hangman center of the ring. The arm is hammerlock. Hangman in trouble. The DDT. Is this going to be it? No.
MJF has been so impressive in this match.
It's a load of impact on your spinal cord, your neck. That type of crunchy DDT out of a guillotine. That is rough.
We can safely say that MJF has really commanded this match for the most offense. No doubt.
I think you're right. We talked, Tony, about how the histories of these two men have been intertwined here in AEW since day one. We mentioned their history, their shared history of that first belt presentation, the AEW World Championship title, but also the very first Dynamite Diamond ring match, 2019. It was won by MJF, and the man that MJF defeated was Hangman Adam Page. Their only previous singles meeting, and right now, Hangman inside the cradle. MJF reverses. Nice tilt by MJF on that small package.
Tried the deadeye.
The deadeye attempted. Hangman kicking out. MJF there, short thrust kick to the jaw of Hangman. And now MJF, he was looking for power. Deadeye courtesy of Hangman. 1, 2, no.
In the nick of time, he just scooted out.
That deadeye.
That was rough, guys.
Yeah. You can see a little perplexed, I would say frustrated is Hangman, but man, that deadeye right on top of your head just compresses your spine. Fans here in Los Angeles showing respect to both athletes. And this is the thing, Tony. MJF chooses to ignore seemingly moments like this when he is being respected by the fans.
Well, he's in his own head.
Hangman sent to the outside. MJF was waiting. MJF has had Hangman scattered to both of his match, except for that part. Yeah, the heat seeker block by Hangman.
Oh.
Smart, makes sense, ring presence of MJF to know where he was, even though he got his clock clean. longest reigning former AEW World Champion, MJF.
406 days.
Longer than any single reign in AEW history. And it's moves like that, it's ring awareness like that. To borrow a phrase, you have to give the devil his due.
Absolutely. Good call on that. Now we're going to see. Seems like Hangman's getting frustrated here. Maybe that's not a good sign.
MJF, for that salt of the earth. Fujiwara armbar,
Not much going on here, not much behind it. Hangman's just looking at him. Yeah, that buckshot knocked a lot out of him.
I remember. Hangman's won championships with that flush shot now. Short arm lariat, the Cowboy rears back and now heads to the outside.
Like the third or fourth time he's tried this.
Well, he hit one, as we know, with buckshot. If he hits this buckshot, it's over. There's no way Max is going to kick out.
Yeah, Tess, we'll talk his foot on the rope or anything. Talk about the chin of MJF.
Oh, again.
Smart, man. I'm sorry. You're not. It's smart.
He is shrewd as they come.
You got to know when to fold them, right? And that's exactly what happened. And Max knows he's not physically able to counter that buckshot. He just dumps himself out the ring. It's smart.
Creates distance. Gives himself, MJF, time to breathe, time to recover.
And it also pisses off Hangman.
That's the other point. Frustrates Hangman at a pace. Potentially, Hangman putting himself in a position to make an unforced error. As turns again, and there it is. Put the commentator's curse on Hangman at a pace.
And that's what happened, man. You're right. That was a lot of impact, but Hangman able to still control MJF's body. You can see he's shaking out that left arm. You get a lot of tingles when something like that happens. Numbness throughout that whole shoulder and forearm.
And Hangman, he is an orthodox striker. He does execute that buckshot with the right arm, but that left arm. Oh, wait a second now, MJF!
Nice counter to the soundbar.
MJF, the salt of the earth, center of the ring. Hangman, you can see trying to get his hip underneath him, trying to avoid being flattened out by MJF.
Stay on that wrist, Max. Don't move to the hand. Just put pressure on the elbow and the deltoid.
Hangman was determined to hit the buckshot again. I really think that's worked against him.
Yeah, I think you're right. A little bit kind of hell-bent on the buckshot. And Max has, like I said, like it or not, he has had Hangman scouted well throughout this match. I
hate to say, but MJF was a tremendous match here.
And now brought back towards center. The crossface is cinched in.
A tough hold to get out of.
As Hangman up to his knees, that alleviates some, but not all of the pressure, but allows him crucially to make this crawl, this desperate crawl to the bottom rope.
And not only the head, but that arm, as you can see, is tucked between the knees of MJF that he worked on.
Once that bottom rope does Hangman, he wants to get.
But MJF using it to vault, bring the action back to the center of the ring.
Modified version of a Kijiji Gatami while a man is belly down, and you scissor up that arm.
And put a armbreaker.
Yeah.
As Hangman, can he weather this storm?
Max can take that instep and push the right arm, the armpit up on Hangman. That would get a tap out, but it's easier said when you're sitting at a desk here, not in the ring.
And I like how MJF is trying to manipulate that hand of Hangman Adam Page to force the arms to turn counterclockwise.
You're right. That's exactly what he's doing. Complete joint manipulation of the elbow, the wrist, and the shoulder, the deltoid.
Hangman
got that wrist down.
Within fingertips of getting to the bottom rope, but MJF collects both arms of Hangman.
Now you just need to roll these rights, as you would think, right?
Yeah,
it's easier said than done.
It is. Again, we saw MJF too early. We just saw Hangman do it again. Smart. As they would say in amateur wrestling, in that sense, right? That's knowing where you are on a mat or in a ring or what have you. And that's what we just witnessed Hangman do.
Taz, Hangman Adam Page, virtually a little taller than MJF, able to use his length to get that leg on the bottom rope to force the break.
But as we can see, guys, Hangman's arm is in bad shape. I mean, you can see the issues he's having with that arm.
And that really neutralizes a lot of the offense from Hangman Adam Page, not just the buckshot lariat, but also the deadeye. You need that arm to control your opponent when they're inverted on your back.
Absolutely, it's vital.
And now more trouble for Hangman because you know what MJF's going to go right.
What's he doing? Taking that headset up Tony Schiavone, and now
Your hero's a zero. He's a nobody.
see, when guys are in the middle of a match, their adrenaline is flying high, and you can imagine. Oh boy, Hangman maybe thinking.
Yeah, but it seems he couldn't control MJF with that left arm.
Correct. MJF coming on that Hangman quick, just ate an elbow.
Now, Hangman on the corner of the barricades and then
Oh,
using MJF's momentum to pick him up, and MJF keeps the lines, and now a running.
oh Lord. MJF just hit they're on the floor. MJF has Hangman in a tombstone position. There's a steel chair just like in the corner that, like a security guy would sit on. Instead of MJF hitting a tombstone on the floor, he goes over and tombstones MJF right on the steel chair. Oh, brutal.
Chairs like that, they typically collapse under the weight of both men, and that did it, and that is probably even worse for Hangman.
Like hitting straight steel and concrete. And Max has rolled. What's the count out victory?
Yeah, he sure does. That's what he's calling for. And the count starts from Bryce Rensburg.
Of course, our ringside position, Dr. Michael Sampson is checking on Hangman as Bryce Rensburg makes the count. It's a 10 count.
It's a horrible scene, guys. We've seen a lot of horrible things.
I do not think that Hangman's going to answer this 10 count here, guys. I think this match is going to go to a victory via count out to MJF.
And look, they got the doctor checking checking Adam Page on the floor.
Rensburg, the referee, is not stopping his count. He's coming up to 8. Bobby's moving. Can you believe this?
And And Adam Page is back in the ring beating the 10 count after getting a tombstone on a steel chair on the floor. It's just a transition.
This is the insecurity, Tony. This is the insecurity on display for the world to see.
Jealousy also, insecurity, jealousy, all those things. Max got to get control of himself here. He's losing his control.
Well, the heat singer here, Excalibur. And the damage already done to Hangman's neck.
One for a heat seeker. And Adam Page just walks in the ring and hits MJF with a dead eye.
And Hangman still clutching his neck. He's got the arms of MJF.
Oh, that was nasty. Oh.
Message delivered to MJF.
Absolutely.
He hit Chris Daniels' Angel's Wings on MJF, and it looked like MJF just went face first right into the ring. Adam Page is kind of backing off, knowing it wasn't a good landing. Now he's out on the apron. Looks like he's going for the buckshot. That was a nasty landing.
As MJF dazed, looking up. No way. That MJF knows where the hell he even is right now. You can see on spaghetti legs is MJF as Hangman.
Hit the buckshot. Wow. Pinned him clean in the middle. 1, 2, 3. Adam Page with the win.
What a victory here tonight for Adam Page over MJF. Two men.
I just want to say something, though. It's not my name. You and Tony can attest this because you were here from the very beginning of AEW. I came in a little bit after, not much after, but it's so awesome in my view here. Two guys that were in the beginning of AEW when it first started, just kicked off this huge pay-per-view in a massive market like Los Angeles, in a massive building, and they kicked each other's ass, and it was amazing.
Taz, that was the direction I was headed. Two foundational pieces of AEW since day one. Two men that represent not just the future of this company, but the future of the sport of professional wrestling.
Well said.
I'm just scrolling Twitter and I see that the WrestleCon Super Show during WrestleMania weekend, WrestleCon Super Show, April the 17th. They're advertising Minoru Suzuki versus Butterbean with Dan Severn as special guest referee. I tell you, that WrestleMania weekend is an awesome weekend for just a ton of shows. And you see some unusual matches. This will certainly be one of the most unusual. Oh, Mercedes and Momo up next. The CEO and Momo.
You won the first ever International Women's Cup. You can challenge any champion. Have you made a decision? I choose Mercedes Monet.
Watanabe, one of the heaviest hitters in the sport of promotion.
Made a mistake, she's weak. Nobody's going to stop the money train, and not even Momo.
The greatest TBS champion of all time has put herself.
We got Mercedes and Momo coming up next. Make sure you like the page. Leave some comments. If you're watching the show, let me know what you're thinking.
Tony sat with us at ringside, the TBS champion. Did you see anything in her face?
I saw a lot in her face. She's really concerned about this because for Momo, this is not only a chance to win a title, but this is a chance to avenge what happened to her back in August of 2024. And that was losing to Mercedes and from the future Metron Women's title.
From Boston, Massachusetts, she is the TBS champion, the CEO, Mercedes Monet.
Tony, it's a chance for Momo Watanabe to do both of those things, to win the TBS championship, to avenge that loss, but it's a chance to defeat somebody that's a global superstar in Mercedes Monet. You see her on TV, you see her courtside at live Celtics games, you see Mercedes all over the world, and Momo has a chance to hand Mercedes Monet AEW ring. So a lot more than just the TBS championship riding on this match for Momo Watanabe.
Absolutely. And for Mercedes Monet at 15-0, she is riding a high right now. As you guys do, I'm sure would agree, momentum is a big factor in any match.
No question about it. The confidence on the face of Mercedes Monet, clear as day. I've said it before. Mo Monet, no problems, but Mo Watanabe might be a big problem for the TBS champion. Pick up on that reference, so the event's UT.
I think it's great as we celebrate Women's History Month that we have such great stars here tonight. Not only this match, but of course the Hollywood ending coming up for the AEW Women's World Title. The women's division right now, the best it's ever been in AEW.
It's bold of you guys to make an East Coast reference. East Coast hip hop reference here, all right, but I digress.
The less said about that, the better, please. Thank you very much. I have to walk home tonight.
As Mercedes Monet, Momo Watanabe squaring off. Referee Stefan Smith drawing the assignment for this match. Momo winning the International Women's Cup four-way match at Wrestle Dynasty earlier this year, January 5th at the Tokyo Dome. And by winning that match, she had her pick of any championship in Stardom, in CMLL, in Ring of Honor, and in AEW. She chose this match. She chose to challenge Mercedes Moné because of that previous encounter you mentioned, Tony, back in August. Momo, I think she felt like she learned a lot from that first match with Mercedes Moné and has a chance to come here to LA, come to Revolution, and upstage the champion in her home ring.
Now let's see if she can do it, because I'm telling you, at 15-0, Mercedes Moné is the hottest right now in women's wrestling, and that includes our world champion right now.
Momo, she's been wrestling as a professional since 14 years of age. Faking out the champion there.
Oh, kawaii desu. That means cute in Japanese. There you go. Need any more help? Tony, I'll be right here.
Now, evolving into a shoving match. Mercedes snatched that side headlock. Momo, while she was in high school, was a standout baseball softball player. That's why she brings it back. That's why she brings it back. That's why she swings it with such force. As the Ring of Honor Women's Champion, Athena found out in that International Women's Cup match. It was Athena that was pinned after Momo cracked Athena in the head with a baseball bat. Handing Athena, wait a second, roll up here. Momo very wisely sneaks out, not even allowing the one count. Wow. Pinfall loss in more than 2 years in that four-way match. Now,
Working up the momentum for the arm drag.
Momo picking up on the tricks of the champion. She got caught with that the first time these two crossed paths back in August. Now Momo coming into this match equipped with a counter.
How about the hammerlock, chinlock combination by Momo?
Crossface chicken wing. You think of a number of stars who've won titles with that. Wait a second.
Momo trying to fight out of this head scissors by the champion. Now adjusting her grip. And wait a second, Mercedes drops into a pinning predicament. Momo shifts backwards. And Watanabe, the kick to the arm.
She's focused now on that left arm. And as you can see, Mercedes just shaking the wrist, the arm, and is kicking the face.
Another example there of the strikes in the cover.
Roundhouse kick, the lateral press. Mercedes able to kick out.
Strikes that Watanabe is known for. Hard kicks, high angle suplexes as well. A punch shot for violence.
Oh, but looking for the meteor. Mercedes likes to use that meteor herself and had it scouted.
Mercedes is wrenching back on the chin and the neck here.
They try to keep her body weight across the hips of Watanabe to get more pressure, but you can see from the trajectory there, Watanabe close to the bottom rope, and will get there, forcing a break.
What is the bottom rope? Stefan Smith starting the 5 count as Momo hangs on to that bottom rope, uses the up kick to send Mercedes back towards center, creating some distance between herself and the champion.
Mercedes will have none of it. She comes back now for a third time a charm. Whoa.
Third time, but crucially, Mercedes didn't go after the feet of Momo. She went high and she connected with that meteor to great effect.
Whiplash for Watanabe, who's now thrown on the apron, wide open. but look at this. The TBS champion, the greatest TBS champion of all time, raising the stakes.
She looked at the floor, Nigel.
Mercedes looked over her shoulder. Momo, they're nearly got a back body drop on the champion. They're both women jockeying. They're on the apron, very dangerous territory. Mercedes finds her feet on the floor. Momo hanging on desperately to the top rope.
This could be the turning point of the match.
Oh my God! Power bomb on the outside by the TBS champion.
Wow, and now Stephon Spence is checking his elbows okay.
Look at that. There is a price to pay when you mess with one eye. First the knees, but just watch the impact here. Oh, you knew she was going. Did her best to get her hands to protect the back of her head. There's only so much you can do.
Tony, this is a tough match for Momo Watanabe, not just because, wait a second, Mercedes cover here too. And Momo able to kick out, but Watanabe last night on Collision crossed paths with the Professor Serena D. They just turn around and face somebody, just two world-class talents, Team and Mercedes Renee, in 24 hours. That's a tall order for anybody.
And Serena had a great match last night. She really stretched Momo every which way but down.
And Momo got the win, Nigel, with that peach sunrise, that half Nelson, that two-handle bridging suplex.
She can hit that on the champion. Hold on.
We are into a big predicament. Momo.
The family thinks she's in with the opportunity, scoring the upset, and that's not to take anything away from Watanabe, who is an incredible
Billy Starr.
representative. Oh, there we go.
He's been under the tutelage of the Ring of Honor Women's World Champion Athena for quite some time. Really come along a long way, and maybe allying herself. We've seen her backstage with Momo Watanabe.
Well, Billy, as we know, is still the formative years of her career. Very student of the game, Nigel.
Well, one thing she needs to learn is not to mess, not to stick her nose in the business of the greatest TBS champion of all time. She might get it knocked off.
Well, I think that the Mercedes started that.
Oh,
Wait a second.
Watch out, here we go.
Mercedes gets countered, but pulls through. Momo has the champion inverted, and now. Oh, down goes Mercedes. 1, 2, no.
Man, Mercedes, some strong legs to get out of that.
Resilient as ever. You're seeing the reason now. 15 successful title defenses. I think I'm correct there. Is that right, Tony?
That is correct.
That's hard for me to pay attention when you talk. Right now.
Trying to close the distance. Mercedes waiting with that back. Oh, hot boot. Catching Watanabe right on the jaw. As now, snap suplex. But maintaining control.
Fans know it. We know what's coming. Three amigos.
Mercedes.
Doesn't have to lie, cheat or steal. Oh, wait a second.
So inspired by the late Eddie Guerrero, but perhaps doing herself a disservice there, discrediting her opponent. Oh, look at that surprise. That's Momo.
Momo stealing this from the TBS champion. Oh, no, she's not.
Mercedes changes tack, the knees to the midsection. As both women jockeying for position in the corner. Oh my God. All right, look at this, Mercedes.
It's the tree of woe for Mercedes. Now, you get a foot underneath that turnbuckle there, you're stuck. Nothing you can do.
Very hard as the official trying to help out. Oh, wait a second. Again, those brutal kicks.
And Mercedes powerless to stop them as Watanabe.
And you hear that?
Teeing off.
Mercedes getting worn out here, guys. Worn out.
Momo, a great throwback to the glory days of the All Japan Women's Pro Wrestling.
You see Mercedes not smiling now like she was the early moments of this match. That confidence quickly leaving the champion, quickly as the oxygen in her lungs was leaving her as Momo covered like kicks and now a drop kick.
I think Mercedes smart enough to know that there would be some offense and some things she would have to come back from. And we're in the midst of that right now.
Well, oh, wow. Again, a brutal
dropkick in the corner. We see with Monet. Also her encounters for the TBS title with Chris Statlander. How much punishment she endured, yet still left with the title.
Oh, God, that Momo, the leaping drop kick in the corner. Mercedes may be out here.
That rocked her head, Excalibur. That rocked her
Watanabe,
head.
she senses it, looks for the cover. Two.
Not much on the kick out, but Watanabe had to be hoping for a drop kick. Sorry, hoping for a knockout there. The champion's so close to the ropes, that's the only way you're ever going to beat someone. Right there. Oh, but look at this. Talking of stealing.
Watanabe, little CEO dance of her own here.
Watanabe is just laying it in right now. There's no defense at all.
And Tony, you spent so many years calling baseball on so many levels. Wait a second here. Now, Mercedes got caught.
And again, Crossface chicken away. In the center, the fingers are locked. Oh, come on.
Mercedes in the center of the ring. Momo. Is she on the verge of a star-making victory here? No, Mercedes counter. Two. No.
What a counter by Mercedes. My God.
Brilliant awareness from the greatest TBS champion of all time.
Duck underneath, and it's now Mercedes once again finding herself in the grips of Watanabe. But backstabber. And Tony, the point I was going to make about baseball, with that background that Momo has, that power hitting background, that allows the torque of the hips, allows her to turn over those kicks so effectively.
That's a great call because you have to have strong hips. You have to swing right through the baseball, as they say, with a power hip. Take a look again.
Swinging through something, the knees right into the spine, the lower lumbar of the challenger, the champion, purely, completely in control. This is Mercedes Monet's match to lose.
It's a very, very physical TBS title match. I don't think it surprised anyone, but man, it's really
There it is.
Meteora by the champion. The lights are on. Oh, late kick out by the challenger.
And so the striking of Watanabe, now we're seeing the resilience, how much punishment she can endure. And again, it harks back to All Japan Women's Promotion. Stars like the Crush Gals, Manami Toyota, a promotion that was originally inspired by none other than Mildred Burke.
Subject of the Queen of the Ring film, as right now, the CEO of the ring, the CEO of AEW, laying some heavy shots in on her latest challenger.
Mercedes really taking a chance right here.
Here we go. Slips through the ropes, baiting in the champion. There's those kicks again.
Those hips you're talking about, strong legs.
Oh, Lord.
Mercedes, I think that last one might have caught her on the chin, Nigel.
Stunned the champion, no question about it. Momo, I told you, Tony, Japanese for a peach. That was a peach of a kick. Landed right on the jaw.
Oh, my goodness.
Whip from Clarice.
As now Watanabe the cover. No, Mercedes kicking out.
I thought for sure that white Mercedes right out.
Lord, the impact was incredible to watch. I can only imagine how it felt.
Gotta see it again, Nigel.
Just watch this, yeah. Only catching the tail end of it there. You saw the reaction. Oh! The head, the whiplash, nowhere to go.
Wait a second.
The
It's a
center.
ring. Moneymaker potentially. Momo had no intention of finding out. Drives the champion face first into that corner. Oh!
Great timing by Mercedes.
Now Mercedes goes through. Center of the ring. Statement maker 6'10". Watanabe. If her hair isn't obscuring her vision, the hands of Mercedes, I think, over the nose and the eyes of the challenger.
They were certainly now, though, they're sliding up, and that's going to enable the challenger a little bit of space to breathe. Take a look on the face of the champion. You can see everybody crammed in here. Crypto.com arena.
What a great crowd. And right now, Momo using the hips to get near the ropes. Mercedes pushing it. Nice look down ball there. What a counter.
The crossface chicken wing is locked in. And Mercedes maneuvers underneath. clear. Not getting hooked in by the champion. And the crowd is going wild on either side. And great championship match. A power bomb by Mercedes. The cover is made. Oh, this time. Exercise.
They says it all.
You're not kidding, Nigel.
The eyes are the window to the soul. And you see me look through that window. Oh, no. Almost fell into a cover. Serendipitously there, but what's in the soul of the TBS champion now, Tony? Is it doubt?
No, I think it's determination right now.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Mercedes in the corner. She likes that Three Amigos, and she also likes the frog splash, as she does. Another homage to the great Eddie Guerrero.
You see some fans cheering for her, some fans booing her, but you can't deny she is a star and is a champion.
Is it lightning rod?
But Momo sits upright.
Not going to get the splash. Not going to get anything at this point.
Oh, wow. Kick caught Mercedes looking on the top rope.
Yeah, Mercedes got that foot stuck under the middle turnbuckle that time and couldn't escape. Just an open target for Momo.
Will this be Momo Watanabe's night?
Momo Watanabe covers. 2. Now Mercedes kicks out.
Tell you what, mark of a champion is not only being able to send some offense to your opponent. Wow, look at that. But being able to
Exactly, and the lower back, the champion, now the upper back as well.
Yeah, first that avalanche Guernage. Now Momo relates the Pete Sunrise. The covers made it. Mercedes. Whoa, barely kicking out. It was so close, Nigel.
Super close, but an interesting strategy, if I can point it out. Watanabe has not tried to hook a leg on any of those pinfall attempts. I'm not sure what her thinking is of it, but it could have left the back door open for the champion.
It's a great observation, Nigel. Let's see if it does.
Momo now maybe thinking Pete Sunrise.
That's
Oh, there it is. Yeah. The ball handle is locked in, but Mercedes trying to reverse. Oh, Watanabe! A kick to the chest. Oh, second one.
Holy smokes, the jaw as well. Grit your teeth.
A third.
You have some work to keep after that, Nigel.
Good job, we've got to be careful here.
That's Watanabe now backing off, looking perhaps for that final shot. The roundhouse kick. Watanabe covers. 2. And a kick out, but not an emphatic kick out.
Champion's hurt, there's no question about it. You can see the kick to the jaw. I'm not sure, I'm not going to play doctor here. The champion is hurt, there's no question about it.
Nigel, to borrow a phrase, another phrase. I think this one's in the refrigerator. Very close. The lights are out.
We are witnessing a changing of the guard here tonight, Tony.
Could happen right now.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Other people have sold Mercedes when they short.
Momo, she crashed out, landing awkwardly on that ankle. As Mercedes, the crossbody. 1, 2, and Watanabe kicks out.
My God, this is incredible. After a potential broken jaw, the greatest TV is
Oh, God.
Medicare! What's he not done? And now a statement to be made. Momo center of the ring. She is forced to
That's why Mercedes is a great champion. This match right here, because she took a beating in this.
Seemingly starts. Young standout in Ring of Honor, taking in the action and taking notes.
You take all the notes she wants. You cannot learn that.
No.
That is grit, that is determination. She's not a great champion. She's a great competitor.
And Momo brought it to the champion as well, Nigel. Take a look again.
You see here, a high angle release suplex. But just watch this. I'm not even going to add words. Fortunately, on the miscue, but Momo after that led to this.
Someone came off the ropes, seemed to tweak her ankle, and that opened the door. Sometimes that's all it takes, Nigel, is one moment. That's why Mercedes Moné is held in such high regard, especially by yourself.
Indeed, an incredible match.
Congratulations once again to Mercedes Moné, the TBS champion. Apologies to Chip Hearn, but nonetheless, we turn our attention back to men's action here in AEW, and it's a match about so much more than the number one contendership, Swerve and Ricochet.
3 years ago,
I told Tony Schiavone that I was going to win an AEW championship.
Swerve is your new champion.
Night in, night out, I showcased it to the world. From the moment that I stepped foot in AEW, Ricochet been whooping ass with all y'all favorite wrestlers. Swerve to the top, Ricochet's a winner. Oh, it's a low blow, and I proved it when I pinned Swerve Strickland to the mat. Ricochet has something to show for all of his success. 3 decades.
I need you to get my rope back. I want you to go back to being who these fans say you are.
Most dangerous man.
So I don't know if I can do this anymore.
The biggest mistake that you made, that you let me breathe it.
Whoever wins will be the #1 contender for the AEW World Title.
You're in my way. Now take it back. Power. Legacy. Awakening. Most dangerous man in AEW is a mistake that you're on a regret to live. Look at that logo. The video wall plays with the pattern of that embassy robe. That's Prince Nana's.
That is just shoving it in the face of Prince Nana.
He doesn't make the graphics, Tony.
Look at he's outside the robe. He's put his own logo on the robe.
Says he's not intentional, Phyllis will stop that.
It's 26 football. Determined the #1 contender for the AEW World Title. According to reports from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing 208 pounds. Show some love for Ricochet.
Right to the wall, Maloney. We saw clips. Stars are out here in LA as they're getting rock punches. At ringside taking the action for this one. Leslie Jones as well.
What a night it has been. You know what? We got lunch together.
Yes, we are. This is the 3rd course in a 10-course meal, a feast of every flavor of pro wrestling.
This one has a chance. I think as we saw in video package, to get very bloody.
I was going to say today, I think if this is a feast of pro wrestling, this is a dish that will be so rare. So rare that it is bloody, but that's why you're the man. And you are.
these two competitors. Certainly, you can see there, Strickland went to the stars. The most dangerous man in AEW.
Big Swerve Strickland, I'm going to agree with you for a little bit here, Doctor, which is not easy to do. Big Swerve Strickland became one of our greatest world champions.
No question about that. Certainly, he won his way to popularity from that rivalry, final rivalry of Hangman Adam Page.
And 26-day title reign for Swerve Strickland up to 2024. And the fans are behind him. Stoic face. I think that's a concerned face on Swerve as well.
Now, Ricochet has shown Swerve Strickland just how dangerous that he can be.
Ricochet has really found himself here in AEW.
But the fans here in Los Angeles reminding Ricochet what he's done by crossing the most dangerous man in professional wrestling. Avoiding an early house call, Swerve avoiding a big pressure. Both men just going for the home run shot here. Very early. Shoulder tackle now. Drives Ricochet down there.
Pulling for the proverbial big guns. Neither man connecting as yet. Ricochet doing the right thing.
Big pressure, spirit gun, house call, and then vertigo, all in the very first moments of this match. At least those four attempted and avoided.
Ricochet, who drew blood. First off, winning the game with rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, come on. He jammed him in the forehead with scissors.
He certainly won that game, didn't he?
Well, he did.
Ricochet tucks on there underneath, and Swerve had it scouted. Now with Ricochet up on the shoulders, rib breaker. Man,
You break the ribs, you break the back, you slow down. What Ricochet can do up top.
Break someone's back, and I'm going to walk again. Just watch here. And Ricochet, very lean, sinewy body. Not a lot of fat there, excuse me, to protect against the impact.
There's your robe. All right, first moment to catch our breath. I want to give a special welcome to all our fans joining us for the first time on Prime Video. So great to have you here with us for Revolution. Already an incredible night, Tony, and we're just getting started.
Yeah, how about this? Prime Video. We are here in Los Angeles with a capacity crowd. Downtown, they're loving Swerve Strickland right now.
And again, one more for good measure. Strickland controlling the tempo of this match. He realizes he's in the driver's seat. He's more aggressive. He's held the bigger titles here. And will he hold AEW gold again?
That's Swerve, former AEW World Tag Team Champion, former AEW World Champion, and the man that is potentially 2 wins away from becoming a 2-time AEW World Champion, but he can't afford to get blinded by the animosity between himself and Ricochet.
Yeah, that is a great point. Don't get blinded by the animosity because you want to be the #1 contender.
Now Ricochet, moment of distraction. Prince Nana on the outside, hard not to be distracted with what he's wearing.
Nigel Nana has been trying to keep Swerve, his focus not on this rivalry with Ricochet. He said, yes, it's been personal, but as he calls him boss, you have to focus on regaining the world championship. That has to be your primary focus.
Is that the case? Why is he said to Swerve Strickland then? If you don't get my road back, I'm not sure I can stay with you. I might be done. I don't think that Prince Nana should go on making ultimatums. If it wasn't for Swerve Strickland, Prince Nana would be walking coffee ground on Canal Street.
Swerve unleashing his aggression on the floor. Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
I think he tried to remind Swerve that this match needs to be won inside the ring, but
Yeah, even though we talked about the road, and that, of course, sunset Nana. Nana's always said we want to be world champion again. He's trying to drive Swerve Strickland. Look at him.
things breaking down between Swerve and Nana, but well, that was happening. Ricochet!
completely.
Yep.
Absolutely has.
Listen, I'm watching Nana. I think
Ricochet.
I think Nana's leaving.
It looks like the leg is hooked too.
Let's see if we get a camera out that way.
He walked all the way around the ring during the game. There he is on the apron.
He wanted turncoat. What kind of a manager is that?
Stringer flips off Swerve.
And now from behind, it's a rabbit punch.
Nana has shown his true colors now.
Well, he's so upset about the road, and I get it. He's upset about Swerve. The only one here.
Yeah, Leslie Jones very animated at ringside. Ricochet, the verbal abuse from the fans here in Los Angeles, but dishing out the physical abuse on Swerve Strickland. As I mentioned, Nigel Swerve potentially 2 wins away from becoming world champion. Ricochet, the same for him.
100%. And both of these men know how important it is to where it goes, what it can do for your career, for your bank account, your prestige. Ooh, wow. In a striking exchange, I might have to give the advantage to Strickland.
I would say
Solid here tonight.
the bigger frame, the heavier hitter, but Ricochet using his speed and agility. The cutter there, catching Ricochet, catching Swerve.
Good Lord, wait a second.
What's he doing?
There are some vociferous people outside now. Look at the front row there. Prince Nana's mum back, so I'm not sure she is upset.
It's not his mother, it's Leslie Jones, comedian, actress, alongside Michael Cooper, Lakers great. Just recently had his jersey retired here in the Cooper.com arena, but back to the action inside the ring.
Yeah, it's very apparent that Ricochet is slowing it down. Let's keep in mind what's going on here. Winner of this match gets a world title shot. Ricochet has been very successful here in AEW. They all won the Continental Classic Finals, won the Gold League. Fans started to boo him. Well deserved, I might add.
It's the semifinals, actually. Sorry, Tony. That's right. He was defeated by eventual winner Kazuchika Okada.
Right.
Breaker. All of that is in the past, but in the present, Swerve Strickland just connect with a massive drop kick.
Who knows what is on the line? World title opportunity, as you mentioned earlier, Excalibur. Come facing off against the leader of the Death Riders, John Moxley, in tonight's main event.
Swerve, can he go back to get it going again?
Needed lariats there from Swerve Strickland. Now the hammer throw into the ropes. Ricochet avoids the hip toss. Transitions out of it. Hammer throw of his own. Step ahead of Swerve. Oh, look for the cutter.
Yeah, Swerve was ahead on that one.
Now Swerve on fluid movement. Into a styling brainbuster. Swerve going for cover here. 1, 2. Ricochet able to kick out.
She's passionate. I'll give her that.
Is she ever?
I know who she's even cheering for.
I think she cheered for Swerve. He's screaming his name out.
I know, I thought I saw her blow a kiss for Ricochet earlier. Oh, wow.
That running lariat from Ricochet. Turned the corner, put his entire body into it, and now with a chance to claim the #1 contendership as he ascends to the top.
Taking his time though, wants to get secure his footing, doesn't want to slip, make a mistake.
Yes. Up a second too soon for Ricochet's liking.
We're going to take the right hamstring quadricep of Ricochet, maybe a tweak injury perhaps.
It's a great call. First time we've noticed that.
Certainly, former AEW World Champion Swerve Strickland hasn't tried to strike any offense there.
I don't
Wait
know
a second, watch this.
I don't know what Swerve has in mind. This is so
Damn dangerous for both men.
Shot to the midsection. Ricochet drops down to the apron. Ricochet is going after the legs of Swerve.
Swerve had the hands up there, Excalibur, but it didn't work. It still staggered him.
They have blocked some, but not all of the Gamangiri. And now Ricochet, the spring blocks. 1, 2, no. Swerve rotates. What power, what strength by Swerve. The power bomb. Look at this. Swerve looking for a second. Drops it. 1, 2.
That was superhuman effort by Swerve, and Ricochet still got out of it.
Incredible strength. Step from the former AEW team. Watch this. Dead weight all the way up and boom. Switching the momentum mid-flight with the hook of the leg. Really forcing Ricochet to expend some energy to kick out.
And Nigel, you know better than most that is a tremendous amount of core strength being displayed by Swerve Strickland. He came up favoring that left rib. I don't know if it's an injury or a stitch in his side. Could be worth observing as this match continues. But right now, Ricochet, the back elbow, staggering Swerve.
Looking for that hook kick.
No.
Instead, Strickland right on the jaw.
Met with a roundhouse kick.
Seeing how devastating those kicks to the jaw can be. Wait a second.
That followed him up. On the apron, Swerve went down on the crown of his head.
Oh, you know, we are approaching the 1-year anniversary when Swerve became world champion at Dynasty. Will mean so much for him to get back in that seat to get another shot. But right now, he's got to worry about getting back in the ring.
Right, Ricochet telling you to shut up, Tony. And listen to me if I were you.
Ricochet has done a fantastic job of neutralizing Silk Stallion, the most dangerous man in professional wrestling now. Ricochet.
What, did he look over here at our shoulder? Hey, no,
Watch out.
I'll tell you, thank you.
Not only can Ricochet earn the title opportunity, but he can screw Swerve Strickland out of one as well. With the history between these two men, that may be just as important.
Right now, he's not worried about winning the title. He's going for injury. I guess he's trying to prove a point to Swerve.
Swerve.
That is the kind of man that Ricochet has become. Ruthless. He will do whatever it takes.
Swerve trying to get low, trying to widen that base. Actually punching at the legs of Ricochet. And now,
Watch this.
wait a second.
Oh, no.
Swerve. With Ricochet on the shoulders. Absolutely no give on the solid oak table. Oh, no, man.
That's got to be it. Rolling in the ring, become the number 1 contender. Aubrey Edwards.
As easy as that, Tony.
Take another
Watch
look.
this. The neck. The shoulders, you can see there. From a different angle, Ricochet is trying to tuck as best as he can to protect his neck. But there's only so much you can do with no giving the table.
Yeah, the super reinforced table as now Swerve has returned Ricochet to the ring. Swerve on the ascent.
Swerve with a Swerve stomp, I do believe, here at Excalibur.
This is how he won the title from Samoa Joe.
Dynasty a year ago.
The cover is mine. That's
How about Ricochet? He knows what's going on. He realized what they're fighting for.
Grand miscalculation, perhaps, from the former AEW World Champion Strickland, not hooking a leg. But I think he thinks he took so much out of Ricochet, didn't need to.
as Ricochet up to his knees. Swerve.
So much energy here.
Watching Ricochet collapse.
The fans are running into this one, guys.
Hold up. Look at that, interesting. Ricochet going down to the mat.
But that's Swerve knew it was coming, but he couldn't anticipate that. Butterfly suplex as Ricochet holds on. Great monster! Great moves by the low blow. Changed the trajectory of the match in their first encounter. Yep, good call. And it was the blocked low blow this time that may crown Ricochet as the top contender for the AEW World Championship.
Oh,
He feels it. You can see it.
taking a lot of time.
6:30 senton. He crushed Swerve Strickland. 1, 2, 3.
That's how much this means to Swerve Strickland.
My God, the impact of that. He got on with it. I don't think you can see that. But just watch.
What's your first?
What is he doing back up now?
Taking the run back. What is it? Swerve. 1, 2. No.
Strickland distracting Ricochet.
And now back elbow, both men trying to go behind one another, but it's
Soft landing.
Nana put the robe on. He couldn't see, but Ricochet rips it right off.
This has been one bad move after another for Prince
Oh,
wait a second. Driver on the floor, Swerve got caught on the tope and got driven down by Ricochet.
You can't get it right in his face, too.
Swerve might need a doctor after that.
The stars are out here in LA, and the stars are out for blood, and the blood they want is Ricochet's.
Again, so much passion, so much drama in this match for the fans.
Oh, look, he's going to wear the mask. He's going to beat him. He's wearing the robe.
Tony's all about the drama inside the ring.
Absolutely it is.
And this match may be ending courtesy of Vertigo, the cover to it's no.
Look at the face of Ricochet on that. Again, it gets down. Talking about getting a chance. And wrestling for the world title gets down to who wants it the most.
Yeah, that's it. Ricochet came to AEW intent on proving that he was world championship quality. He is finding out what it is like to wrestle a world champion on a stage like this.
How to critique the people now on the outside. What a buffoon. Get him out of there.
Not just trying to reclaim what's his. What is your strength? 1, 2, again. Ricochet. Oh, it's straight now. It's crushed in the corner, but still. But look at this. 2. Oh, just a handful of Chauncey in the belt. A swerve.
Ricochet.
You like that one? What's this?
The sequel even better than the original.
On it goes. Unbelievable that he kicked out of two house calls.
But can he survive? Pressure! Michael Cooper, Leslie Jones, like what they see over my shoulder, Ken John, Dr. Ken, he's dancing too, but right now, we have crowned a top contender for the AEW World Championship. We'll be watching as he relaxes one comedian. We'll be watching our main event. With dare I say, outside interest, Doctor.
Will he be sat beside Prince Nana? A man he once referred to as family, or as Nana, who's done the unthinkable, the unforgivable.
This was as good a number one contender match as you'll find anywhere. Better than all.
See if we can. John Moxley will be Adam Copeland in the future of Short Strickland. We will find out in our main event. But before we get to the AEW World Championship match, we turn our attention to the AEW Continental Championship. The Rainmaker, the champion, Kazuchika Okada, and Brody King one-on-one.
Grandson already. Put the belt down. Oh, did you see that kid? The official did it. Kazuchika Okada leaving with the Continental title. And if any other bitch wants to step up, I'll push you down.
Cowards cheat to win. When we bark together.
Nobody, it's not Brody King. Show me no respect. Nobody disrespects Kazuchika Okada.
The man who will put his Continental Championship on the line against Brody King. Brody's not a guy you want on the opposite side of you. Okada's got no answer for King. Big back Brody King. Okada is Toby for the Continental Championship.
You're going to find your life because I am.
Well, I walk like a dog, but he's no bitch.
This basketball ball is for the AEW Continental Championship. Introducing the challenger from Venice, California, moving 285 pounds. Brody King.
Brody King, born and raised, Venice, California, San Fernando Valley, 818 till he dies, just about 20 miles north of here. So he will definitely have the hometown advantage. And Brody and I got to share a brief moment earlier today near the floor of the Crypto.com arena. I first met him, first called his matches about 7 years ago. American Legion post number 308 for Reseda, California for Pro Wrestling Gorilla. And now, here he is competing for the Continental Championship, once the greatest of all time, in Kazuchika Okada at the legendary Crypto.com arena. What a moment.
I think that says a lot about the man and the effort that Brody King has made to get it here to the big time. Very well said.
This is big time.
It really is. You can't get any bigger than this. One of the great international stars ever.
Weighing 236 pounds, he is the AEW Continental Champion. Kazuchika
Okada. Now, do you know how many men carry a poker face in the ring that want to show their emotions? But Kazuchika Okada, I've noticed over his last few Continental Championship defenses in Australia and Brisbane against Buddy Matthews and gets 22 years and coming to the ring with a look of disinterest, almost like he's put out by the fact that he has to defend the title. And I think that's to unnerve his opponent, to make his opponent feel disrespected.
Unquestionably, that look of apathy, not genuine. This young man here has used mind games ever since he arrived here at AEW. The biggest stars of his generation. Created an incredible, legendary legacy. The land of the rising sun. Certainly would have to be considered a favorite in this match. Not taking anything away from the big man. As you said earlier, he's going to have the butterflies in his belly right now.
Absolutely. You are right on all counts, Nigel. This is one of the Okada coming to AEW is one of the biggest headlines ever.
And it makes me think of Lionel Messi joining Inter Miami and competing at still a world-class level. Okada, he's been able to do that. I mean, maybe thinking like Okada's coming here for a paycheck and for a retirement, but no, Okada's here to compete. As we saw in the Continental Classic, he went through the toughest tournament in pro wrestling in North America, and he came out on top. He defended his championship throughout that tournament.
not in the matches, but by winning that tournament, he showed, he proved that he had the mettle to hold that championship.
Arguably the greatest tournament wrestler of his generation. Stoic oftentimes. We saw the interaction backstage. And he bumped into Big Bad Brody King. Oh! Said sorry. Wasn't going to be enough.
Yeah, it wasn't all he said.
Brody is fired up, man.
Realizes the size of the opportunity. What it would mean, a victory here, not just the Continental title, but a victory over a man, the legacy, and the prestige of Kazuchika Okada.
And most certainly one of the greatest to ever step foot in the ring is Kazuchika Okada. A victory over him is no small feat, as many men, as a short list of men can attest to how much that victory means to them. It can change the course of their career. But
Calm Okada is.
wow. Brody King just testing the jaw of the champion with that elbow strike.
Come down with him.
Now,
the chance is already red. We're only like 4 minutes into the match. Look at the chance of Okada.
so we saw Wednesday night, Nigel, how it broke down between these two men in the tag match and Dynamite's main event. Anytime they shared the ring, Brody King was swinging for the fences on Kazuchika Okada.
Very nice to win to make a statement. Make his opponent tonight think about it. 4 days, 5 days, however long ago it was. Guarantee you, those stinging shots, still be ringing in the head of the memory of Kazuchika Okada.
Okada clearly with this belt on in this roach here. King throws his body into the champion, but the champion avoids the contact. Okada with the DDT on the floor. Nigel, it's always been a case with Okada since he's arrived here in AEW. Work smarter, not harder. And it's a case that has paid off. It's a game plan that, he's earned him the Continental Championship. And
He's kept in the Continental Championship as well. Really, it does speak to being the greatest tournament wrestler, not to get faced by any specific obstacles that are in your way. Just one step at a time, 1 foot in front of another. You know what they say, Tony? A journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step.
come up with that just now.
Oh, he wrote it down earlier today.
Good preparation, Tony. You should try it.
Yes.
Right now, the jaw, the figurative beard of Brody King being tested by Kazuchika Okada, and Brody King a few years ago had his jaw broken while competing, which they'd have wired shut.
Why your shot, Tony?
How much can Okada take with these chops? My God.
Strong offense, certainly. Oh!
Cody home for King in the corner, but Okada scoop and the slam. Okada, the grin on his face.
Yeah, we know what he's going to do.
What's he going to do, Tony? Ruin the surprise.
Going to go up top.
It's not collision.
The big elbow.
Well, if you knew it, so did Big Bad Brody King.
Oh, what a double-hander.
She just gave it away. He might have ruined this match for Okada.
As Brody King to the top rope with Kazuchika.
Great execution on that superplex.
So much more as well when the man bringing you to the mat is 350 pounds.
Both these athletes, over 6 feet tall, Nigel, just creates even more distance for them to fall.
The thing is, just watch this, the lower back of Okada, the speed, the impact, the face says it all.
Okada first to his feet, but Brody chops down the lariat attempt and delivers a chop, a second one into the chest of the Rainmaker. Oh, lariat that time takes the champion down.
But he popped back up. How about that? And Okada's coming up again.
Spaghetti legs, though.
Back body drop. Brody King string it together. Combination offense.
Get out. Veteran experience. We'll get him some respite on the outside, but not much. Oh, wait a second.
Brody's going to take flight, guys.
He can. Oh, Suicida! The point of King's elbow into the jaw of the champion.
Turn your back on Okada, though. Brody doing a lot of that in this matchup.
Yeah, Nigel, sometimes the hometown match can be a bit of a trap. Your emotions get the better of you, or have a tendency to.
It's been a lot more pressure, certainly. Now,
Oh, wait a second. Okada
family.
had that Continental Championship title belt.
Yeah, grabbed it right off the belt table. Now they're going to go.
That's. Oh, Okada introduced that title belt into the match Wednesday night at Dynamite. And now,
Second time.
Samson needs to move here. Man, what a crash that was.
What a collision. No pun intended.
barely any give by those heavy steel barricades as Brody King.
What an angle there. Full body weight into the chest of the champion, who is hurting now.
And King senton. Now the cover. 1, 2. Brody going through the calculations. What's his next step here against Okada?
You have to think, focus on the midsection, those chops, strikes into the chest. Oh.
Well, you know, anyone with those many tattoos is a tough guy to take some pain.
Idiot.
Okada, extremely durable athlete in his own right. As Brody swinging a miss, Okada, a drop kick. No, Brody had it scouted. Accelerate.
He's not done there.
Brody wiped out Okada with that one.
Brody, looking, oh, wait a second, Okada. Neck breaker on Brody. I talked about the durability, Nigel. Okada absorbed that lariat, came back with a counter, and dropped Brody on his neck.
Has been the game plan of Kazuchika Okada ever since he rose to prominence in Japan. But now, this will do it.
Okada drops the elbow.
There we go, Tony. All right, only 5 minutes early. Right now,
It's for you, Nigel.
Ichiban.
Okada, who's shown nothing but disrespect to the Hounds of Hell. But Brody anticipates the Rainmaker. Oh, Death Valley driver against the turnbuckles. But crucially, I think Nigel Okada's head hit first.
Like, I'll see if we get a replay. I'm not sure if we will because Brody King's looking to follow up quickly.
Cannonball run! Boom! Brody now, the cover is made. 1, 2.
Oof, wow. Attention to detail there. The veteran experience of Brody King. He hooked the arm of Kazuchika Okada, knowing he was close enough to the bottom rope.
Right.
Otherwise, the champion would have got there. Smart decision, but nonetheless, the champion kicked out.
Yeah, forcing Okada to work to kick out of that rather than taking the easy path with the rope break. But now Okada to the outside, perhaps looking for some respite, but Brody King doggedly, pun intended, pursuing him to the apron. Oh, no! Body drop.
Brody's the small of the back, lower back hit hard that time.
And the shotgun drop kick, driving Brody into the barricade. Tony, those are 2 instances where the challenger's size works against him.
Absolutely, and that's what Okada could do. Take your size, work it against you. He's been one of the great stars ever.
We've been there with some of the greatest stars of his and previous generations as well.
Absolutely.
Right now, we'll look at this. Risking disqualification. Does he have something else in mind?
I don't think he cares about disqualification.
Yeah,
Look at the
he
back.
Into the head, and now the referee didn't see it. Okada. The cover is nice. The path is clear. Okada does not retain. The match continues.
So the chair was a diversion. It still didn't work.
And it's given him even more of an advantage, which he can capitalize on now.
And determination, you can see it in his face.
There
Okada
he comes.
has so many weapons. The Rainmaker countered. Wow. Brody clenching his jaw. Now, maybe thinking console bomb, but no. Okada elbows his way out of it. Rolling elbow straight headbutt.
Yikes.
Caught Okada over the left eye.
And hurt Brody as well. Brody staggered back to the rope. Look at this.
See Okada, the one eye closed. But Brody splashing the corner.
He's trying to run right through Okada. He's going to try a cannonball once again. What?
Oh, wait, Okada drop kick.
One of the best drop kicks ever.
The explosion, the anticipation by the champion.
That was all timing from Okada, who right now looks to follow up.
Ducks underneath. Good! That did it. 1, 2, 3.
Here's the winner. Here, AEW Continental Champion, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada.
Kazuchika Okada remains the AEW Continental Champion and remains competing on an elite level. But from the Continental Championship to the AEW World Tag Team Championship, the dominant Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin find themselves some unlikely opposition in the Outriders.
We're open for business.
Lashley and Shelton Benjamin, two of the most powerful we've had in a long time.
Claiming the AEW World Tag Team Championship in only their second tag team match in all Elite Wrestling.
We're about a different kind of entertainment. We don't want to make you laugh. We want to make you cringe. We want to make you gasp. The Hurt Syndicate can accept any challenge from any challenger.
The Outriders, two young men from the 80s.
It takes 40 years to be an overnight sensation.
If you guys need motor machines, you get an AEW Tag Team Championship opportunity.
Hang on here. The distraction, the rollout. 2, 1.
Finally, an opportunity. I can pay for you. You guys can go swimming with Great Place Sharks. We're waiting 20 long rookie years for this. The Outrunners are the underdogs. We need to win those AEW Tag Team Championships. You know what you do to a dog suffering